The Venator-class Star Destroyer, designed in the Republic's final years, was a premier battleship during the Clone Wars. However, during the Imperial era, these ships were replaced by the larger and more advanced Imperial-class Star Destroyers, which boasted a length over 40% greater than their predecessors. The ship made its iconic debut in the opening scene of Star Wars, where the mighty Devastator, with Darth Vader aboard, relentlessly pursues the CR-90 Corvette above Tatooine. Manufactured by Kuwait Drive Yards, the Imperial-class Star Destroyer was designed as the technological successor to the Venator-class Jedi cruisers used by the Galactic Republic's naval forces during the Clone Wars. The wedge-shaped destroyer is a capital ship designed for dominance, bristling with weapon emplacements. Its surface is dotted with turbo-lasers and tractor beam projectors, ensuring it remains a formidable force in any engagement. Eventually, the Imperial-class Star Destroyer would be replaced by the Imperial-class Star Destroyer. Additionally, it omits point defense weaponry in favor of enhanced firepower. Developed as an upgrade to the ISD-1, the ISD-2 boasts superior propulsion systems, improved weaponry, and enhanced communication capabilities. While the Imperial-1 is more versatile with better point defense systems for combating starfighters, the Imperial-2 excels in firepower against larger capital ships but is more vulnerable to smaller, agile attackers. The Imperial-1 and Imperial-2 Star Destroyers share a similar wedge-shaped design but differ significantly in functionality and features. The ISD-2 incorporates advanced ion engines, for supplementary backup ion engines, a Class 2 hyperdrive with a Class 8 backup, and a communications tower replacing the tractor beam targeting array between the command tower's sensor globes. In addition to the ISD-1 and ISD-2, Star Destroyers include several variants, such as the Allegiance-class Star Destroyer. This vessel is a dedicated fleet destroyer with heavy armor and no hangar bay, akin to the Tector class. However, unlike the Tector class, the Allegiance class features a prominent ventral bulb housing a massive reactor, enabling it to generate exceptionally powerful weapons and shields. The Chimaera was a modified Imperial-class Star Destroyer commanded by Imperial officer Thrawn during the Galactic Civil War. It was capable of docking with the Eye of Sion, a massive extragalactic hyperspace transport ring. On the underside of its hull, a large engraving depicted a Chimaera. The ship was equipped with 8 turbo-lasers surrounding its conning tower and featured 2 opposing hangar bays, one positioned at each end of its ventral docking bay. Here is the fundamental design of the Star Destroyer's exterior. At the top of the Star Destroyer lies the command bridge, distinguished by 2 recessed pits below floor level lined with monitors and control panels. Above the bridge, the tractor beam targeting array is positioned alongside 2 deflector shield generator domes, critical components for the ship's defense. At the center of the ship are the aerial defense turrets. The ship is equipped with 2 dual heavy ion cannon turrets positioned along the dorsal superstructure, flanking the command tower. At the front, pursuit tractor beams are installed alongside a lateral quad laser battery for added firepower. The belly hangar bay serves multiple functions, capable of launching TIE fighters, boarding craft, land assault units, and hyperspace probes. It can also house captured vessels. Below the main hangar is the attack hangar, optimized for deploying assault units and additional TIE fighters. High-ranking official shuttlecraft are launched from the smaller forward hangar, which also acts as a backup to the main hangar. Descending further, the ship houses solar ionization reactors, advanced power generation devices that utilize hypermatter to create miniature stars within the reactor chamber, providing immense energy. At the rear of the ship are 4 massive Cygnus Spaceworks ion engines, paired with a Class 2 hyperdrive. It boasts a maximum atmospheric speed of 975 km per hour and can achieve approximately 60 megalights per hour during hyperspace jumps. Above the engine array is the waste ejection port, used for jettisoning garbage before hyperspace jumps to reduce weight. It is armed with quad-heavy turbolaser batteries on each side, complemented by its formidable armament. The Star Destroyer measures 1,600 meters or 5,200 feet in length and operates with a standard crew complement of 9,235 officers and 27,850 enlisted personnel. Let's take a closer look inside this engineering marvel. At the front of the ship houses the forward pursuit tractor beam array alongside an auxiliary reactor. The Star Destroyer carried impressive personnel and equipment within its expansive hangar bays and flight control deck, where landing craft are launched and landed. This included 72 TIE Line starfighters, 8 Lambda-class shuttles, 20 AT walkers, 30 AT walkers, and 15 Imperial troop transports. And in case you were wondering, the blueprint did not mention the mess hall, crew quarters, or restroom, commonly referred to as the refresher or lavatory in Star Wars. Further back in the ship, we encounter the primary power generator and main engine turbine. The generator is so massive that it protrudes from the ship's ventral surface as a bulbous feature, necessary for the immense energy output required for hyperspace jumps. Above the motor lies the backup engine reactor, ensuring redundancy in case of primary system failure. On the starboard side, you can observe heavy ion turret cannons alongside heavy turbolasers, both critical for the Star Destroyer's firepower. Key systems include the turret traverse motor and the auxiliary power cells that supply energy to the turbolasers. The destroyer is equipped with a subsidiary reactor, supporting lateral quad laser batteries and a turbolaser station, enhancing its offensive and defensive capabilities during engagements. Despite its formidable complement of fighters, the Imperial-class vessels were less effective against skilled rebel pilots than the Venator-class ships had been against droid starfighters. However, they played a critical role in the Empire's doctrine of planetary containment and rapid infantry deployment. Despite its overwhelming strength, the Star Destroyer had one significant vulnerability: the deflector shield generator domes located on the bridge. If these domes were destroyed, the ship's hull became exposed to enemy attacks, a weakness exploited in numerous battles. At its peak, the Galactic Empire operated over 25,000 of these ships, their distinctive wedge-shaped profiles striking fear into the hearts of rebel forces. Over the decades, the Star Destroyer has become an iconic symbol of Imperial power and a central figure in Star Wars mythology. I hope you've enjoyed this in-depth look at the Imperial-class Star Destroyer, a technological and cultural icon of the Star Wars universe. If you'd like to see more technical 3D animations and explorations of legendary ships, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.